Hey everybody, if I don't realize that I started the stream over here jamming out to the music. Happy Friday everybody, hopefully you're having a good day today. We are here, we are back for more summertime rendering. We have 2 episodes left, right? Not counting this week, so next week and the week after, right? We have 2 episodes left after this episode, 3 counting this episode. Man, time has flown by, if I'm being honest. Has flown by, if I'm being honest. Hey, everybody. All right. Hey, what's up, Grin Nemesis? What's up, Chuns, Mateus, Juvencius? Hey, everybody. Happy Friday. We are now up against what seemingly is no opening. We're seemingly up against the final boss. We will see how this turns out. Man, oh man. All right. No OP. Woo. All right. I was a little excited, but seeing that there's no opening, I'm a lot excited now. Shut up. Let me mute everything up. We're going to start. I'm not going to waste time. And pause. All right. Summertime rendering. Episode 23. We're going to get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Snatch my headphones out. No. Wait, what? What? I have to close my mouth. What the hell is happening? I gotta turn this up. This track is crazy. I was gonna ask if his leg was hurt, if that's just old blood, or if that was his leg being hurt from what he used using Ryunosuke stuff. Beginning of this episode kicked off crazy. Like what? Oh, it's been a minute since we've seen this. Oh, where are we? Are we there? Where is there? I gotta lock in. I gotta lock in. This episode has budget. I probably have the dumbest looks on my face. It's probably been stupid looks. Who the hell would want to hear cicadas in their home? Cicadas give me the feeling of it being summertime, but goodness gracious, it drives me crazy sometimes. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say your leg. Oh man. That's right. She did say humans can't make survive over there. That was so cool. What the hell? That was so cool. Do you know how like bad that is? Like we're still walking on the damaged leg, but we're just blocking it out because we can't feel the pain. That's bad. That's really bad. The damage on that leg is gonna be crazy. It could be the this could be the island from 300 years ago, however long, whenever Hayane Hiroko first showed up. I like the visual of them both walking through the forest together. Why do I feel like this is gonna be like the last happy moment we ever get? Was that the little Tamari ball that she was playing with when we first seen her back with not Aine, Hizuru? Same ball? I don't even remember what it looked like. Yeah, this has to be the island from however long ago Hiroko first showed up. That's creepy. They might be operating off of memory, like off of her memory, like just mimicking what they did in the memory. Ooh. Ooh. From the right eye, right? Yeah. Yep, yep, yep. I don't remember who said it in the Discord, but someone said that. We all might be. We all might have said that. Yeah. Okay. All right. We're going to get our explanation. Okay. Which ones was which? The little girl. We got our answer. We got our answer. We got our answer. Hey, Ivan. I'm not doing. We're gonna hit 3 next week. I'm going out for my birthday tonight. We got our answer. Heine separated. I was thinking it was the other way around. That we were fighting Heine this whole time and Hideko came with us. But it was the other way. Answer. Got our answer. It makes more sense too that thinking about when Hideko first showed up and Hideko kind of being mindless, just eating and then thinking. Okay. All right. Oh yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. Tokoyo. Uh, that weirdly makes sense. Someone in the comment of last week's stream put something about the game ending. Ah. I don't know why that weirdly makes sense. The fire bombings? Is that what this is? I feel like we've gotten bigger info dumps before. I feel like I feel like we've definitely the Shide thing was a bigger info dump in my opinion. I felt like this made sense. Weirdly enough. Why use the fire bombings? Why not use the nuke? Yeah, yeah, he is. Good call. Why not? Well, I don't know. When It looks like a fetus now. Thank you. And we don't have foresight on our side. Two blows. This feels. Nah, I'll keep it to myself. I like the way how this feels right now. So by repressing it, is everything just gonna pause for a couple of seconds? Everything is gonna pause for a second. Woo! They threw the budget at this episode. Oh my gosh. Oh boy. Oh my gosh. Oh, I she looked like a kid, or is that just perspective? It's not coming back either. Okay. I'm definitely not looking at the title for next week. No way. Dude, that wasn't a full episode. That was 10 minutes. The camera did freeze. Yeah. Hold on. Have I said how much the Elgato Cam Link is pure garbage? It's like the worst investment I've made since starting YouTube. Thing sucks. It's the worst investment that I've made. Literally the worst investment. But then get frozen in the credits and freeze anywhere anytime else during the episode. That was not, I repeat, that was not a full episode. Like, what? There's no way. There's no way. Let me come back here. It's coming from my speakers. I couldn't even spit words out. Okay, so I feel like a lot of what we thought was happening, and when I say we as a collective, even though my individual thoughts were wrong in a few spots. Like I said during the episode, I initially thought that what did I initially think? I don't even remember what I initially thought. It's either what ends up happening or the opposite, I want to say. I want to say I thought Heine was the one we've been fighting this whole time, and Hideko was the one that got kicked out. But it was actually Heine the one that got kicked out, and Hideko is the one that stayed behind. So I was wrong on that, but a lot of you guys were right. My glasses go. Goodness. The whole Tokoyo. That's what it's called. Tokoyo. 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 That's what this place is. Like this, the other world of Japan, of Tokyo, I should say. That's very interesting. I like it. Whenever Heine is telling us that whoever, like the person who has control of this power, is able to transcend to like this greater level. Now, question for you guys. When they mentioned that it just awakened, were they talking about Tokoyo? Were they talking about Tokyo just awakening or something else just awakening? Because my first question would be, if Heine Hideko had this power the whole time, why not just go here? Which makes me feel like this place is something that they might have just gained access to, possibly, or even learned about, maybe. I don't know. But it definitely it definitely makes sense why there's such a struggle and a stress over the eyes, the powers of the eyes, and what we're gonna do with them. I do buy into that. The red eye. Oh, so we're talking about you're talking about the Heine awakening. Okay. Cool. Gotcha. We're talking about the red eye awakening. Thank you. I'm new here. What's up? Is it Nameless Night? We're talking about Summertime Rendering. We just got finished watching it. We're just talking about going over the episode, or I'm just babbling and people are listening. That's what's happening. It could be a mixture of maybe we never knew how to get here. Maybe we never had enough power to get here. I'm thinking it could have been like we weren't strong enough to get here. Oh, then Nameless, I appreciate you stopping by. If you haven't started Summertime Rendering and you're interested in watching this show, well, this is the second to last episode. I would leave. I definitely would leave. Trust me, you're not going to want any spoilers for this. I would 100% leave. I'll even give you the time to leave. I'll shut up for a second. Watch it and then you could come back. You could definitely come back. Yeah, go watch it. Go watch it. Yeah, go watch it. It's a good episode. It's a really good episode. Have a good one, Nameless. I appreciate you for stopping by. I really do. I'd rather you enjoy your series watching it than wanting people in here for numbers and stuff. I really would. Have a good one. She knew, but she wanted to recover before going there. Okay, that makes sense. That definitely makes sense. Do we have a reason as to why she was sick? We don't have a reason, right? Oh, one thing I wanted to say was the one thing that's a good call. That's a good call. Maybe the air raid was the reason. Maybe like terrible damage was done during the air raid. That's a good call. I like that. That makes sense. It made me I will say this, and this isn't a negative, and let me know if I'm off or do you agree? This episode in itself, from the beginning to the end, felt like peak shonen content. Like halfway through the episode, when I started to say something, I stopped myself. I was like, I'll wait. I was like, this feels like peak shonen. Like this feels like I've just been injected into like some battle shonen's climactic final battle, and it's going crazy. The music's going crazy and everything's going nuts. And I'm like, it gave me like really like nostalgic feelings of how I used to feel as like a kid and a teenager watching shonen and getting to like the final battle between the villain and the hero. It made me feel like that for a second. Like it's been like, I get that feeling every now and again. Right. This is it gives me every aspect. It gives me like a little bit. I get that every now and again. Like certain series will tap into that, but it's a fleeting feeling. It's a feeling I'd like to feel more. And this definitely made me feel that way. um it definitely made me feel that way. It really did. Um isn't the shonen aspect what the manga reader warned us about? I'm not a manga reader though. I honestly don't know. Honestly, good Cyber. Good. Um Good feeling. I'm not a shonen hater like a lot of people are. Well, a lot of people, all shonens are the same to a lot of people. So even if they differ in certain aspects, a lot of shonen are generally the same. You have your few here and there that are different. Well, a lot of them are generally the same, and a lot of them get flack for it. That's what I mean. I don't read enough shonen to feel that way, anyways, or watch enough shonen to feel that way, anyways. But yeah, the mystery stuff not necessarily. Like this show really doesn't have a they're not the same. They have the same problems. They're generally the same. That's what I mean when I say they're generally the same. Like you can take a bunch of shonen and you read them all, and they all have the same beats, even though their plots are different and their characters might be different. They all follow the same structure. They're structured the same. Like it's a genre. A lot of genres are structured the same way. And you have your outliers that are a little bit different, but generally they're the same. That's for any single genre. Eject yourself from anime. Just talk about books, movies, TV shows in general. If you look at a drama series, your drama is going to go through these three acts and how they're structured. They differ with their characters and stuff and the plot, whatever the story's about, but you can follow it beat by beat if you know what to look for. Same thing with shonen, right? It's every single genre has that. Like your shonen, it's boom, then boom, then boom, then boom, then boom. It's gonna end like that, and it can differ, but it's generally the same. Same thing with like romance series; they're generally the same. Slice of life stuff is generally the same. So it's like, so a lot of people give shonen flack for that, and it's just like I don't care. I don't care if something sucks, I'll say something sucks. This really, like, all, like, when this music kicked in, it was like, whoo, it brought me back a little bit. I was like, okay. My brain, I was like, I like this a lot. It really like tapped on that nostalgia. It really did. I kept rewinding it to this point because it was giving me like the feeling of like it was just tapping into like how in my brain I view a lot of series like a certain way, where it's like in this realm we have to hold our power back. Like we have to hold our power back. We can't, like, usually in a lot of shonen series, like otherworldly beings, they can't fully go ham because their power is too great for the mortal realm. So it's like they have to hold back. And I just like the feeling when she's just like, only in the mortal realm can the true extent of its power be realized, and that. And it's just like in this realm, it's just like whatever. I'm like, it's just like, it's just hitting on it. Just throughout the episode, it's just dinging on every single chord that is just resonating positively in my body. It really did. I liked it a lot. I really liked this episode. Now, why do we think, I do say that, that's why I was like, it's peak. I said it felt like it really gave me like, this is peak of like shonen stuff. I really felt that way. Now with Shide, he wants to destroy the world. He can't do it from here. He wants to obtain the power and go back. Why? Maybe I need to rewatch the episode again, which we will do in the Discord. Link is in the description. We'll head over there after we wrap up here. But why? Is it just I'm gonna kill just because? Or is it my experiences in seeing this and all of this and everything I observed, like kind of like in science fiction stuff where humans will create artificial intelligence, and the artificial intelligence will then deem humanity as a negative to Earth, to survival, and try to make them go extinct. General science fiction plot line. And is it something like that? His experiences being reborn throughout the years constantly? Like, is that the case? Is it something more? Now, this is a hard thing to go back and forth because there's so many different versions of subtitles. So for me, in the subtitles for the episodes that I've watched, I was under the impression that the Higashiras and the Karakiris, we know that they come from the same family line, that they eventually split because of the Karakiris' dealings of with Hiruko. And that, I don't know when that split happened, a long time ago, but I was thinking that it's been hundreds of years, right? See, I don't know. Like, what you guys were telling me was making sense with, because one of my questions during the episode is, why use the fire bombings but not the nuke, like the nuke that was dropped? And it makes sense, like, we're using things that we've experienced, that Heine and Hiruko have experienced. So if they experienced the nuke, it's crazy that they would still be alive. If they didn't experience that, they experienced the fire bombings. Therefore, we use the fire bombings. But but I don't know why I was just thinking, like, I'd assumed that since we lived in Japan and all of these things have happened, etc., they're still alive, that through maybe watching it on the news or hearing of the experiences or something like that, why can't you pull from that? Does it have to be something you actually lived that we can use? Could it be something that we saw that we can use? Just little questions like that. That's why I was asking that. My mind, whatever, I'm not explaining myself. I guess living for hundreds of years can make someone's mind go wild, huh? Yeah, I guess so. Don't think we're designed to live that long. So you start going further and further, and it's just no bueno whatsoever. I really like this episode, man. This was a really good episode. We got some info. I still think, like, the info we got in this episode, it didn't feel as heavy as the information we got during Shide's episode. It didn't feel that way. No, the nuke was dropped in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. So I was like, I get that point. I know that we are not there. Like we didn't live where the nukes were dropped. I know where the nukes were dropped. I'm not dumb. But I was just thinking, because someone, I don't know who said it, but someone was like, oh, because it's not 1945. It's not August 1945. I'm like, yeah, it's 2018 or something like that. Like this being, that's also, for a second, I'm like, the being's been alive all this time. But I'm just thinking from the aspect of everyone and their mother has seen footage of nuclear bomb testing. I don't think is there any footage of them actually dropping the bombs on Japan? I don't know that, but I just was assuming that this seemingly supernatural being close to Japan, knowing the history, would be like, yeah, I'm going to use that instead of using this. But if we're actually going off of memories and things we've actually experienced, it makes total sense. I'm not dying on that hill. It's not a point that I'm arguing. I was just asking questions as I was consuming at the same time. Yes, there is. I did not know that. Wow. That's dark. Holy shit. Sorry, I got in my head for a second. Wow. So yeah, I was just thinking along the lines of that. But if we're using our actual memories, then cool, we're using our actual memories, whatever. That makes total sense. Is there anything else that was sticking out to me during the episode? Like outside of like all the little things that I can just start jotting down. No. Someone asked a couple of chats ago. I read it, put it in here. Do you think we need to, something along the lines of, do we need to protect Heine, or do we need to protect ourselves from Heine? I don't know. It feels like maybe there was a possibility that Heine might have tried to take over, but Ushio was able to broker some sort of deal with her, and then now they're able to coexist the way that they are coexisting. That's what I was thinking was happening. It's kind of Heine was kind of like freaking out, and Ushio was able to get her to not freak out anymore. Kind of like the awakening. Oh gosh, what's happening? And if Ushio wasn't who she is and the power that she has, she might have been consumed, but she was able to fight it back, and now we are where we are. I don't think we need to worry about it. Maybe there's still a chance. We can't 100% rule out that Heine might try to take over Ushio or something like that. Can't 100% rule that out, but I don't think we need to be as worried about that as before. I'm pretty sure that's it. Pretty sure that's it. Is there anything else? This was little, like, mini Ushio, right? Like, I'm not tripping out. Yeah, that looks like a kid version of her. Okay. So is that a kid version of her? It is. It is a kid version. I'm trying to see how big that container is. Is that her ashes? No. It's not her ashes. Then what is this box? I'm just sitting here trying to think what the box is. What do you think the box could be? I was gonna, is that her ashes? No, because we never had her real body in the first place. Dumb statement. Never mind me. Is that the same hair? That's the same hair. Okay. I just didn't remember what it was in. That's the same hair that we used to regenerate our hair in the first place. Okay. And I was just like, what is the container? But it makes sense. Okay. All right, I'm getting out of here. Link is in the Discord link is in the Discord to the Discord. Link is in the description to the Discord. We're gonna head over there. We're gonna rewatch the episode. We're gonna pull the whiteboard over. We're gonna write our notes down. We're gonna have fun. This was a great episode. If you're interested, come on by. But if not, thank you guys. Any cliff notes? No. There should be. The sidetrack stream is not happening tonight. It's gonna happen tomorrow after Aoashi. I'm leaving the house after the Discord stream, so it's definitely happening tomorrow after Aoashi. Come on by if you're interested in that. If it's gonna be what we're gonna do for fall, and I still have to think about what we're gonna do for fall because I have no idea. So come on by for that. If not, have a good rest of your weekend. Have a good weekend, good week coming up, and hopefully, God willing, I see you guys back here next week for the penultimate episode of Summertime Rendering. So thank you again. I appreciate you, and I'll see you. Peace out.